Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Philadelphia Eagles Now. Jumping into a subscriber mailbag video coming up here in just 1 second. Let me just say this, though. You guys ready for Sunday? This is the last video we're going to do until after the game on Sunday. On Sunday, I'll have a breakdown of win or lose, whatever happens against the Bucs, but this is it. So enjoy this video while it lasts, and then prepare mentally for Sunday as playoffs are here and coming quickly. Let's jump into our questions. Dylan Vatalana, I say your last name? Either way, Dylan, let's see what you got. If the Eagles were to pull the upset over Tom Brady-led Bucs, how far would that go towards quelling the Jalen Hurts trade nonsense, and how far would it go establishing him as a top quarterback in this league? Well, it'll depend on Jalen Hurts' play. If Jalen Hurts goes 11 for 26 for 100 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, and the Eagles still win the game because he rushes for 100 yards and the Eagles go for 210 yards rushing as a whole, then sure, you're going to go ahead and say, well, did Jalen Hurts actually win this football game, or was it great defense and a great running game? But if Hurts balls out, and in the rain, in the wind, it's going to be difficult to do. But if he balls out and outduels Tom Brady and gets a win looking mediocre to elite, then this is going to quell everything. This is going to show up every single Eagle fan who's talked this year about, is Jalen Hurts good or is Jalen Hurts bad? Now, you know where I'm at. I've been a Jalen Hurts guy from start to finish. I love what Jalen Hurts does from a leadership perspective. I understand he is only in year 2 at 24 years old. I mean, the development for the future is seemingly exponential. I mean, you think about quarterbacks in year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6. The great ones get better and better and better. I think regardless, even if they lose this game, I'm still 100% on Hurts. If Hurts throws 3 picks and they lose this game, I'm still 100% in on Jalen Hurts. You can mark my words and cut this video for that and save it onto your computers, but I think a win would go a very long way. I think that not only would it buy in the rest of the Eagle fans, I think 80-20 right now in terms of like Hurts versus don't like Hurts, a win would buy them in 100% and get the national media on board that he is a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League. Now, again, it's going to be tough, and let's just get it out there right now, throwing up our Eagles-Bucs preview graphic in front of you. This is a tough game to win. And I think regardless, win, lose, draw, whatever happens, I'm very proud of the Philadelphia Eagles this year. And the fact that we have a playoff game to talk about was unthinkable back in week 6 when you lost to the Bucs and you're sitting there at 2-5, or week 7, whatever it was. The fact that they are here is massive. And the fact they have a chance to win this game, and the fact that I think they can actually win this game is just, it's fun. It's fun right now to be an Eagle fan. We'll see if we're still having fun on Sunday, but I will see a full breakdown of that video coming up a little bit later on. How many TDs for Hurts on Sunday? I think he needs to combine for at least 3 rushing and throwing for the Eagles to win. What do you guys think? Let me know down below right now, how many TDs will Hurts get on Sunday? Next question here comes from Punched Parrot, who says, Eagles, hashtag Eagles, in my opinion, I see high potential in Quez Watkins. I don't think he ever dropped a pass and is blazing fast. I think Sirianni should give him more chances. What do you think? Well, I agree. I like Quez Watkins. I think Quez Watkins has had the year that you would have hoped that he would have going into this season. He's been much better than Jalen Reagor, and he's been very consistent in terms of being quick, getting behind defenses, and like you said, not dropping passes. He's been very, very effective in that category. Remember, this is year 2 of Quez Watkins, who was a 6th-round draft pick, a 7th-round draft pick? They took John Hightower ahead of him, and yet John Hightower's a practice squad player, and Quez Watkins is the number 2 receiver on this team. I'm a massive Quez Watkins fan, but I don't think that this should inhibit us from going out and getting a wide receiver in both the draft or free agency, either one. I think that even as you look at the wide receiver depth chart, they have 2 receivers, and that's it. Greg Ward has very much regressed from what he did 2 years with Carson Wentz. Obviously, Reagor and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside are seemingly busts, although, remains to be seen. They've got to go out and get a wide receiver, and I keep arguing that the free agency is the place to do it. There are great draft prospects, but I love the ones in free agency. Here are my 5 most realistic ones, because you guys asked for this. There are a lot of questions asking for this, so here's the answer. These are realistic, right? Because Devontae Adams is not a realistic guy. I don't think Allen Robinson's a realistic guy because of money. Here are your realistic ones. Chris Godwin on a 1-year prove-it deal due to the knee injury. Mike Williams, would love Mike Williams, just the size. The Eagles opposite of Devontae Smith, a size guy, a big catch physical receiver. Mike Williams, love it. Byron Pringle, a lot cheaper, return specialist, speedy. I think he would be a nice addition to the Sirianni lineup. Juju Smith-Schuster on a 1-year prove-it deal. He's going to play maybe on Sunday for the Chiefs. They play on Sunday or they play on Saturday night? I don't remember. Either way, the report is he was on IR. He's going to come off and might play. And then Michael Gallup on a 1-year prove-it deal. Not as physical as Mike Williams, but still a deep threat. All of those guys would go well with Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins, but I agree. Watkins is definitely a future, star, but definitely starter, and has been this year, but will continue to be on the Eagles wide receiver depth chart. What do you guys think? Will the Eagles draft or sign a wide receiver in 2022? Type D down below for draft or type S down below for sign. I think sign is where you go, but there are some good ones in the draft, and we'll talk a lot more about those as we get into our offseason coverage if and when the Eagles are eliminated, hopefully not, from the playoffs. David Moore says, hashtag Eagles. Hey, Thomas. So I love Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard. Do you think Jordan Howard stays next year? Are there any good running back prospects in the second or third round that Philly may look at? What are your thoughts? So first off, Jordan Howard is not signed through 2022. You know he's on a one-year deal that's worth less than $1 million. I think it's like $900,000 is how much Jordan Howard is making, and he's a very good. I mean, a very good running back. I think they bring him back. I mean, we'll see how money works, but look at the depth chart. I mean, this is a perfect depth chart to bring back. Now, whether you want to bring Boston Scott back or not, to me is a fair argument because you would think Gainwell, being a draft pick, should move up and take his slot. But imagine Sanders, who signed through next year, still under any rookie deal. Jordan Howard on a cheap 2-year deal, and then of course Kenny Gainwell. That's a 1-2-3 punch of both power, speed, young, a little bit more experience. I would love that being the depth chart. Now, that doesn't mean you can't sniff around some running backs in the draft. I personally would not do it, but one of these players is going to be there in the 3rd or 4th round. Like Kenneth Walker out of Michigan's not. He's going to be a 2nd-round running back, in my opinion. Probably the first one taken. Breece Hall, probably a 3rd-round guy. Isaiah Spiller, big fan of his out of Texas A&M. Like, you don't need a running back in this draft, but if they're sitting there in the 4th round and you've already gotten a receiver, you've already gotten a pass rusher, you've already gotten a cornerback, you've already gotten a safety, like maybe you could sniff one of these 4 running backs. The answer to your question is yes, there are some really good ones in round 2 or 3. All right, quickly here, let's get into the betting for the wildcard weekend, if I'm betting on the Eagles or not. First off, do it with our friends at BetUS. Chatsports.com/EaglesBet is the link that you need. You see it below me right now. And use that promo code EAGLES125. Get a 125% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up to bet on the Eagles. Yes, here's what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and jump into my wildcard weekend bets. Give me the Raiders +6 at the Bengals. Everyone's given no respect to Derek Carr. What the Raiders were able to do, they can score points. Defense is a little suspect, but they rush the passer very, very well. I love Joe Burrow, but I bet too much in favor of the Bengals and lost this year. Give me the Raiders to cover +6. Give me the under in the Bills-Pats game. It's going to be cold. I think it's going to be hard to throw the football, and these last 2 teams these guys played in bad weather was a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be under 43.5. Yes, I'm taking Philadelphia +9.5. Duh, I think the Eagles are going to win this game. So betting them +9.5 is free money. I put my largest bet of the year on Philadelphia to cover +9.5. Okay, I did it with our friends at BetUS. I did that literally an hour ago. Other ones here. 49ers +3 at the Cowboys. Come on, we're betting against the Cowboys. Let's go Niners. Win that freaking football game. I hate the Cowboys. Steelers are going to cover versus the Chiefs for sure. +13. I mean, maybe I'm an idiot. They lost by 20-something last time they played this year, but I like the Steelers to cover. And give me the over Cardinals-Rams. Give me a Monday night shootout as both defenses have given up a lot of points the past couple of weeks. Those are my bets of the week, and I feel very good about them. Jump in on the betting game, chatsports.com/EaglesBet, promo code EAGLES125. Barry, my mom watches these, so I'm not going to say the last name. Barry says, do you think it's likely one of our first-round picks would be a player for the national championship game this past Monday? Yes, I would hope so, right? Here are my top 4 natty prospects for the Eagles. Jordan Davis is one of them, although I don't think they need Jordan Davis. I think Milton Williams is kind of the Fletcher Cox replacement, but Davis is a great player, and you have 3 first-round draft picks, so maybe. Jameson Williams might be an option at wide receiver. What if he falls to 21, if the Eagles pick 21st in the NFL draft, and you've already gotten a linebacker and a pass rusher? I wouldn't hate that. There's the guy we all want, though, Nakobe Dean. Come on, we all want Nakobe Dean. Oh my goodness, Nakobe Dean at 15 would just make all of Eagle Nation rejoice. They're saying he's just Fred Warner. And you think about Fred Warner for the 49ers, fantastic. Throw in Christian Harris, a good linebacker, not as good as Dean, but could be maybe a second-round draft pick. Either way, I think the linebackers in the Natty are the ones to focus on, and Nakobe Dean is a starter right away. Even though I love TJ Edwards, just imagine putting in an actual first-round linebacker onto the Eagles depth chart. Then they have, an elite player at pass rusher, and, of course, they have multiple elite players at pass rusher, and an elite player at the second level, and then, of course, Darius Slay, elite player in the third level. I would love to get a linebacker for all of Eagles Nation. Now, again, Sunday after the game, we're going to have a full breakdown here on this channel. As soon as the game ends, I'm going to film the video, upload it, and we'll react together, win, lose, or draw, although there can't be a draw, to the games. Make sure you guys are subscribed, hit the notification bell, and the bosses said I couldn't get 500 likes in this video. Give me 500 likes right now. The Eagles are going to win. 500 likes down below. Hit the red subscribe button. Help us grow this channel. 2 more here. Bonus ones, because you guys are liking the video here. Chris Brennan says, hey, Thomas, what's up? Do you have safety higher on the draft need than edge, considering if we let Derek Barnett walk, we could slip Teron Jackson into the lineup in his place? Also, what are your thoughts on trading up in the first with 2 of our 3 first-round draft picks? We'll start with your idea of a safety. I don't hate the idea of a safety, and Kyle Hamilton of Notre Dame is the one first-round safety, because if you look at this, McLeod and Harris are both potentially free agents, so you would want to have, maybe bring back one of those in McLeod, and then Kayvon Wallace could be the starter, but safety is a quiet need for Philadelphia. I don't think it's a massive need, but a quiet need, but I would not assume that Teron Jackson is just going to slip in there and be the starter at defensive end. I think they should spend one of their 3 first-round draft picks on a pass rusher, depending on who's available at 15, 16, or wherever they're at, 19 through 32, hopefully 32 in the draft overall. I wouldn't package. I don't think there's one player that Philadelphia needs more than another. I think you just get a wide net of talent here with all 3 first-round draft picks. If anything, you trade one back. That way you get an extra one next year or some additional later-round draft picks. But I have not decided on trading up right now. I'm leaning towards not wanting to. Give me 3 really good players in the teens, all of which can be starters, majority of them on defense. All right, final one here quickly. Tim G says, any concern that even if we do everything right, we'll lose because it's Tom freaking Brady? Yes. Yeah, that could 100% happen, and it probably will happen, right? I mean, that's what the national media thinks. So, yes, you can do everything right, lose to Brady because it is, of course, Brady. All right, before we end, drop a like if you're ready for playoff football. Can we get 500 likes on this video? I think we can do 500. We have 22,000 subs. If 500 of you guys like this video, the bosses, give me a little pat on the back. Give this video a thumbs up. Either way, here we go. Playoffs are coming. 2 days away, depending on when you watch this video. Maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's Sunday morning. Just get a win, guys. Come on. Whatever it takes. Underdog mentality. Put on the dog caps. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds on Sunday. For Philadelphia Eagles Now, I'm Thomas Mott. Of course, make sure you guys are subscribed. Use the hashtag Eagles for a future mailbag question. Follow me on Twitter, and we'll see you guys on Sunday afternoon if we win. Sunday afternoon if we lose. Like I said, fly, Eagles, fly. Thomas Mott signing off for the rest of your day.